Howdy, friends. Today's Wednesday, which means consistory will be meeting this evening via Zoom, the bane of my existence these days. Having a meeting, telecom, as it were, video on screens, is nothing like meeting in real person. John Brown and I were talking earlier today. I was telling about a good friend of mine who lives in Canada. This is how we communicate because the distance is so far, it's just not practical. And it works, but it's not the same. We will be meeting tonight to talk our usual business that we do on a monthly basis on behalf of the church, but also about what we're going to do next, how we will be figuring out ways to allow worship to happen in our sanctuary again, and also to make sure that for those who are not ready to be back in this space, that we can continue having worship so that everyone feels heard and included. I'll just tell you now, no one is going to get everything they want. That's not how a family works. It's not how the church works. We're going to have a discussion yet again tonight. I don't know how many times we've talked to try to come to some consensus. Consensus does not mean one side wins and one side loses. It's a give and take. I will not have all the details for you tomorrow. So if you're waiting for a message tomorrow to know every little thing that happened, it's not going to happen. One of the things that I think many of us think is important is instead of reacting instantly, to take our time and to process and to make sure. You will get something from the church in an ideal world where 6-year-olds are helpful and everything else works. A letter will be drafted and you'll be hearing from us officially so we're all on the same page as we try to look forward. The answer may be, we don't know yet. I got responses back from 67 individuals. Some filled out forms as couples, some as individuals, some couples filled out one each, however it happens to be, but 67, which is a pretty good number considering. I've had a number of conversations of those who didn't fill them out, who just said, I just don't know what to think or do about anything. And that's okay too. No matter what, no matter where the consistory decides, know that we are doing this work for everyone's sake, even if you don't like the outcome. Even if you think we should never open or we should have opened at the beginning. We're not going to come to a perfect solution. But what we will try to do and what we will try to do the best is to make sure that there is a way forward for all of us, that each one of us in our family of faith has the opportunity to worship in some way, shape, or form. It may not be your preferred. It may look different. It may feel different. But we will be a community of faith regardless, whether we are gathered or scattered. We will once again worship together. Sooner, later, I don't know. We're going to see. But you have some amazing people who you have called forward and who have volunteered themselves to do the work on behalf of the church. And I know many of you have reached out to me and others to say how thankful you are that you have such good people. I count myself as very blessed to have a consistory who does everything they can to be conscientious and care for all of you. So we'll get in touch with you as soon as we have some more knowledge. If you ask tomorrow, I will not have an answer for you. We'll get you something as soon as we can. But until then, hold us all in your prayers as we deliberate tonight and talk about what comes next. And be safe with this weird, not exactly hurricane residue that we're getting. Strange still. This is the year for that, I suppose. So my friends, I will see you soon. We will talk some more, and I hope you are well.